Hello everyone, welcome to Monday's video. If this is your first time on this channel, my name is Justin. I've been doing this YouTube channel for about, I'd say around 3 months. I'm just kind of getting in the ropes still, but my style of videos or my style of content is just trying to spread the message of the gospel and trying to bring people to Jesus. So if you like that kind of content, then go ahead and like the video, and you can hit the subscribe button if you want more stuff like this. So a thing I started today specifically was I wanted to start reading Psalms. I felt that it had a lot of wisdom and it had a lot of verses in there that can bring reassurance in the times that we're in right now. So we're going to go ahead and turn to Psalms. We're going to do Psalms chapter 1. And we're just going to start off reading that, and then we're going to talk about it. Here we go. Psalms chapter 1. Blessings on the godly. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. That was the first thing that I read this morning. I've been trying to create the habit of reading a chapter of the Bible, one in the morning and one before I go to bed, just so I can bookend my day with God. I feel like that's a good foundation that we all could strive towards. I think it's beneficial for us spiritually, mentally, and even emotionally, because the Bible really tells you how to live the right way. I mean, of course, the world will tell you how it thinks you should live, but the world never knew you before you came into this world. Only God knew you before you were even born or before you were even conceived. And he loved you. And he loved you so much that even before you were born, before you even considered or thought of in the world, he sent his son down to this earth to die and be a sacrifice for us, so we would have a way out of sin. Because the wages of sin is death, and if he never sent his son down to sacrifice himself for us, we would all be condemned to death, eternal death. But Jesus' sacrifice provided a way, a chance, an opportunity that we could choose that can allow us to go to heaven. And the main topic of this video, because that was just kind of an entry point, is going to be waiting on the Lord. That is one of the most difficult things that you could probably do in your walk with God, because it's patience by itself is difficult, but waiting on someone that you can't see to provide something that you might want or need for an unknown amount of time is, I'd argue, even more difficult. But that's what we're called to do. And that's what I try to do in my life. There are things that I want a lot in life. I made my good amount of mistakes in life, but there are still things that I want. But I want to achieve them, or I want to get them in the timeline that God wants me to get them. Because if I get them before I'm ready, then I'm just going to waste it. God's timing is never wrong, but it has to be trusted. And my current struggle is just trusting that process and trusting that He's capable of providing what I need. I know He's capable of providing it. because I still wake up every day. I still have my family. I still have my friends. I still have a support group. He's providing me what I need without me even asking for it. So why can't I think that he can't provide the things that I am asking for? I believe what he's doing in this part of my life, or this area of my life right now, is he's positioning me in a way where I go through certain challenges that will prepare me for the thing that he's going to give me. Pretty much all of life is stewardship, good stewardship. The things that you're given, the responsibilities that you're given charge over, or even the people that you're given charge over, all of that is a responsibility. And he is testing your stewardship capabilities. That doesn't just go with people or like jobs, it goes with money as well. I've made my mistakes with stewardship when it comes to finances or relationships or friends and family. But I'm trying to position myself in a way where I can be that kind of man that he wants me to be. And that just requires a lot of patience on my end. And I can't give that amount of patience without relying on God as well. That is an inhuman amount of patience that he asks for. And he asks for that amount because he knows that we cannot give him that amount. But what he wants us to do is he wants us to rely on him, because he's the ultimate provider for us. So why shouldn't we rely on him? But a lot of us are so stuck in our own pride and in our own self-fulfillment or self-providing nature that we find it very difficult to even trust in a God that we can't see. And again, I'm not saying that this is a struggle that I'm excluded out of. I'm a part of that struggle as well. I have a lot of difficulties in trusting the path that I know God has laid out for me. But all I can do is I can just continue to dig deeper into this word right here and continue to pray and continue to build that relationship with him, continue to work on my self-control. That is another stewardship aspect that he wants us to work on my finances, work on my relationships, just become a man that can handle not only the rewards but the burdens that God will put on me in the future. Because we're never really promised an easy life. Life is not meant to be easy. You don't grow through easy things, you go through struggle. And God puts you through the struggles that he knows you will grow through, not the ones that will destroy you. He never does that to you. Whatever struggle you might be going through, just know that God is putting you through that or allowing you to go through that because he knows you can handle it, especially if you rely on him. That is what he wants. Because if we learn to rely on God, then anything is possible. So today, my request to you is that you try to let go of some things in your life, some things that you want to have control over, but you can't. You've tried and tried, but it doesn't work. And the reason it doesn't work is because you were never meant to have control over it. You were just meant to be a steward of it. God is a God of creating stewards, good stewards. That's what he wants. That's who he is. God is the best steward to ever exist because he created us. And even through our sin and iniquity, he still sent his son as a redeemer for us so we could live with him. So just try today. Start. The best time was yesterday. Your second best time is today. You're not promised tomorrow. So why not just start now? Just pray to God. Ask for repentance. And ask for the strength, the wisdom, the understanding, and the peace that passes all understanding. He will give all of those things to you if you ask and you seek him. You have to seek him. He's not going to burst into your life like the Kool-Aid man. He's always there waiting for you to seek him out. So I think you should start today. And I'm going to keep continuing to seek him out and continuing to try my best to be a good steward of the things that he's given me in life. Because everything I have in life is a gift. Down to the very cameras that I'm recording off of, the mics, or the clothes that I'm wearing, or the air in my lungs, all of that is a gift. And the least I can do is be a good steward of that. So I appreciate you all for watching. I am trying to increase the production quality again, like I said in my previous video. So I hope you guys can enjoy it. I actually enjoy the process. It's pretty fun. I'm just sitting on the rooftop of my apartment that I'm currently in, or live at. But yeah. I appreciate you all as viewers and watchers and just people enjoying. Again, if you liked the video, just go ahead and hit the like button, and you can subscribe if you want more of this content. And if it spoke to you specifically, then go ahead and leave a comment. I'd love to read it. I'd love to hear how my videos speak to you and encourage you to seek God out. If I could have that effect, that would mean a lot to me. I always want to be an impact to the viewers that are watching my videos. I don't want to waste your time. I want these to speak to you, to encourage you to seek God and to build that relationship with him. And if this meant something to you, or if it spoke to you in that way, please feel free to leave a comment just telling me what it meant to you and how it changed your perspective on things, if it did. It would mean a lot to me to know that I'm making an impact in other people's lives. So I do appreciate it. And if you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button, and subscribe if you want more of this type of content. And yeah, that's all I got. Thank you all again for watching. Remember, Jesus is King. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.